I don't know who thought this was a good idea. I don't know who the customer is. Literally beyond me, because I like Top Gun and I like Transformers, and I am shocked that they sold more than one of these. Dan Larson here at the photo booth with the long-awaited look at Hasbro's Transformers Top Gun crossover Maverick. And, I say long-awaited, but it's really only been like, June? Whenever they announced this and put it up for pre-order. I'd be lying if I said this was something I thought about as a kid when I fell in love with the movie. Transforming F-14 in general, yes. There was a GoBot named Skyjack, and this guy I definitely had as a kid. And, it's nothing terribly spectacular. If I can remember how to transform, pull the legs down, pull the arms out. This is pretty much all this guy's got going for him. But as a kid, dad in the military, in the Navy, hanging out on aircraft carriers, and all this kind of stuff. F-14s were my jam. They were before Top Gun. They definitely were after Top Gun. We got another Transformer here. Just the Seekers, they're all F-15s. And as a jet nerd myself, my favorite jet was the F-14. And I wanted to see more F-14 representation. F-14 has the twin tails, the sweep wings. It is the best airplane that has ever been created, ever. It actually has a really good dogfight record in actual combat situations. But that's not why I love it. I just love it because of the way it looks, and it's a cool thing. And so there's this little guy. This is, I wrote it down because there's no way I was going to remember it. That was Skyjack. Night Flight. This is Night Flight. G1 Transformer, little Transformer guy. And like almost every version of Jetfire, Skyfire, these are all, for the most part, based on F-14s because the original Macross Valkyrie was based pretty much on an F-14. So they're pretty close to F-14s, but they're not exactly F-14s. So anyway, this... I don't know why this thing exists. I don't know who thought this was a good idea. I don't know who the customer is. Literally beyond me, because I like Top Gun and I like Transformers, and I am shocked that they sold more than one of these. I've seen a couple of customs online where people have taken this and repainted it as a Skull Squadron, Robotech or Macross Valkyrie type thing, and it looks gorgeous. If I could do work like that myself, I would absolutely buy another one of these painted up to look like the Skull Squadron as well. Veritech Fighter, Valkyrie, whatever. Here's the other thing about this, and I know I'm kind of all over the place right now, but I just don't even know what to say about this thing. I actually do like the packaging presentation on this a lot. If you followed the channel and heard me talk about toys almost to any capacity, you'll know that I'm not a person who keeps things in the package, does not collect boxes. I open them up immediately, usually in the car on the way home from the store if I bought them in person. It's dangerous. I'm sorry. Don't tell anyone. But this, it's Top Gun. It has literally no sci-fi elements, nothing to do with Transformers, nothing to do with giant robots, nothing to do with aliens. So it just, look, yeah, this is a thing, right? So you've got this logo in here. This is the crossover, More Than Meets the Eye, collaborative logo here. We've got Top Gun and Transformers. Previously, they did Ectotron, the Ghostbusters, Transformer, and then of course also this year we got the Back to the Future with Gigawatt Transformer piece, and those are fun. And I didn't even I wasn't even gonna get these. Like, Ectotron came out last year, didn't even bother. I'm not that big a Ghostbusters person, and I was like, I don't really need to have it. And then they announce Maverick, and I'm like, oh no, this is gonna become a thing. And then I'm like, don't, if you get one, you got to get them all. And I know I'm going to get Maverick. And so I went ahead and I knew, I didn't pre-order Gigawatt, but I knew I was probably going to get it when I saw it in the store because car mode just looks super sharp on this thing, I got to say. And I ordered a Ectotron because I had to have the whole team. And they're going to do more. There's going to be the A-Team van or something else. I don't know. Hardcastle and McCormick's car. I don't know where else they're going to go with this thing because they did Top Gun. Like, it doesn't make any sense. And it basically puts everything in play right now. Any vehicle you can think of from the 80s, there's a good chance that we could see a vehicle of it now. KITT, the General Lee, I don't know. We could see it, probably not General Lee. We could see any of those vehicles at this point. And, you know, Street Hawk, Automan, let's do it. Let's just do them all. Who cares? Fine. But I actually take this packaging quite a bit just because I can't believe it exists. And, you know, this artwork, like a lot of Transformers and stuff, this Maverick illustration looks really, really cool. And from the pictures I've seen, the robot doesn't look that cool. You know, you've got the Top Gun patch on the side. This is just the sort of the branding for the Tomcat, the F-14 Tomcat aircraft, which I love this patch. My dad had this patch on his jacket because he worked with F-14s. He's got the two tails, he's got the Vulcan cannon, and then just the general, you know, gray striped cat. On the back, you've got the approach towards the carrier. I assume this is a shot from the first movie, but I can't be sure for sure. A couple of names on the back. Look, I'm doing something here that I just never do, and that's talk about packaging, because it's just such a weird thing. But hey, I haven't seen this thing before. I'm gonna go ahead and crack it open now. I don't even know. I'm not gonna try to like save the package or anything, but I really do like the inclusion of, you know, these insignias and stuff. And I don't know that there's any way I can actually get this thing open without, because what am I going to do? Like, I'm not going to put it back in this box, and I'm not going to hang it. This is the kind of box where, like, you know, a lot of import toys, stuff that's, you know, really delicate, Gundams and stuff, those Gundam Universe figures, you know, they've got their like V-fins and delicate, sharp, thin plastic pieces. This is the other thing. It comes with the alternate hands of volleyball and Maverick's bike. But I'm never going to put it back in here to like store it and keep it safe or anything. Get my instructions. But I do kind of like the package. Anyway, there's no way I'm keeping it. Oh, look at that lanky dude. What's going on there? I don't know, man. I don't know. All right, I don't know. Let me get my clippers here so I can open this thing up. I should have prepared a little better here for this, but why start now, right? Nice little aircraft carrier backdrop there. Whatever, it's gone now. All right, clear the deck. I'm gonna take a look at this thing. What even is going on? First off, this is wonky here. Not a bad jet mode, like a really, really nice jet mode. And is this even right? Is this even doing it right? Does this have landing gear? Okay, I think we have landing gear in the front here, sort of. Oh, it's so unpainted. But here's the thing about this. The paint that's on here ain't that great. I don't know whose idea it was to make this thing look like you found it at the bottom of a ditch in your backyard. I don't know. Maybe this plays into the movie at some point where they go to an aircraft graveyard and Maverick's F-14 is like sitting out there and he rubs his hand across it and it's just covered in desert dirt and dust and mud and just looks like a mess. But that's kind of disappointing. I would have much rather preferred just an all over, you know, matte gray finish to this thing. I love that the insignias are on here. You can even see, I don't know if you can see it here, it's real hard. Maverick and Goose on the side there, indicating that it is indeed, you've got the Northrop Grumman insignia there. It's obviously from the first movie, because he wouldn't be flying it in the second movie with Goose's name on there, unless there's somebody else named Goose. A couple of Sparrow and Sidewinder missiles on there. So, and then let's see. I don't know if the wings actually sweep on this thing. Okay, good. Whew, I was afraid. It looked like they did, But I hadn't actually, you know, I was avoiding, just like spoilers. I didn't want to see anybody else's reviews of this. I didn't want to know anything about it. I actually really like this jet mode a lot. I thought I might be able to repaint it just straight out of the box, you know, like hit it with some gray, or send it to my buddy Rich and see if he'd take a stab at repainting this thing for me. But I think with all the little bits that they actually did print on here, those things would be too hard to preserve. I don't think this cockpit opens. It does not appear to in any way. Interesting. Good jet mode. Terrible paintwork. And these missiles are very, very wonky. They're loose. Oh, you know what? They come out. Okay, well, that's all right. I'm going to take them out right now. Do these come off? Oh, yeah, these come off too. This is definitely, I'll be shocked if this does not get repainted as a Sky Striker at some point for a G.I. Joe crossover piece, because, you know, why wouldn't it? Do I dare? Looks like these are his arms, those are his legs. I don't think the transformation is very complicated on this. I also don't want it necessarily documented here if I totally break this thing. But you know what? We're going to go for it. I'm not even going to look at the instructions. I don't know if it makes it a stronger Transformer if you don't have to look at the instructions. Like, should it be intuitive? Should you be able to transform something without looking at the instructions? I don't know. Discuss. Let me know what you think. So I think this is it. I gotta say, it's disappointing that I can't be 100% sure that this is it. And, you know, perhaps part of the reason nobody ever made an F-14 Transformer, and I know this isn't true. There's definitely Combiner Wars F-14 style airplanes. But perhaps part of the reasons they never did a F-14 was nobody could figure out how to actually make it look good. I don't believe that's true. I believe that there's somebody out there who could actually do, you know, better than this. It's not the worst thing that could possibly be out there, but it is far from the best. This plastic is real rough. Just the fact that, look, I love translucent, but this should really be like unpainted. It doesn't look good. And that dirt paint job is really, really bad. Love the helmet. The helmet is that is really, really great. I am all over that. Seems a little undersized, but you know, it is what it is. I'm not that, it's not that big a deal, but this doesn't feel like it's totally pegged in. When I have a chance here to actually go through and go through the instructions a little closer, maybe I can see that I am missing a peg-in step or something here. Where do these weapons go? Okay, so the missiles can go on the back, the guns go on the side, or the fuel tanks go on the side, I guess. Missiles on the back. Yeah, these are real loose. They should be able to peg in. Those should peg in way tighter than that. Those are super, super loose. Where do these sit? Oh, they just peg here? Nope. Well, I'm just going to leave that as it is. Does he not have any other weapon? I thought he had a couple of blasters. Where are his blasters? Oh, that's what it is. Okay. It looked like they were pegging into his leg in that picture, but these are actually his blasters. I see. Okay. Wow, more unpainted action with that. How does this work? Just like that. 2 blasters. All right. That's that. All right, well, yeah, I'll definitely be playing with that a bit more, taking a look at it a little bit more on my Instagram. Check me out over there, Toy Galaxy. This thing ain't great, and if you're just a general Transformers fan, probably going to want to pass on this one, if not for just the novelty's sake. I'm clinging real tightly to the novelty of this thing to not say that this feels like it's a total knockoff. And a really half effort to put this thing out. Definitely not worth the price that was charged for this thing. It was definitely in excess of a deluxe, more like a Voyager class thing. It's neat, but real novelty. And hanging a lot on this license and this volleyball, which is fun. But hey, you know what? All that said, like I said, I'm a sucker for Top Gun. I'm a sucker for the F-14. Looking forward to buying this one again when they re-release it as a Sky Striker in a G.I. Joe crossover. That's not official. That's just me speculating and assuming that they weren't going to make this just to get one mold use out of it. We'll see. You know, we got Ectotron and Gigawatt, and who knows where else this line is going. Somewhere good, somewhere interesting. Well, geez, time will tell. All right, hey, that's my first impression. Maybe it'll get better. We'll see. I'm not disappointed. Don't take it that way. I'm really excited about this thing. I love the wing sweep, but yeah, it feels rough. All right. Anyway, thanks for watching. Please hit subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Make sure you head over to our main channel, Toy Galaxy, and subscribe over there as well. Lots more videos. If you're in the position to help the channel grow, please visit our Patreon at patreon.com/Toy Galaxy or become a YouTube channel member. Please share this video and let us know in the comments down below if you can't even, or if you can. I think I can. I'm borderline can. It's ridiculous and I love it, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. Later.